Hey guys, it's good to see you again. I am about to sit down and make my brief action plan to change my sleep hygiene rituals in the evening. Kind of like I shared with you before last time, I have sleep maintenance insomnia, and so I have a hard time staying asleep through the night. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing is looking at modifying my behaviors before I go to sleep to see if that will help me get into a deeper restful place of sleep so that I am beginning to change and reprogram my brain to sleep more effectively and efficiently through the night. And so what I'm going to do is share a screen with you. This is a copy of the Amplified Build It worksheet, and this is what we use here at Amplified to set some short-term goals and then figure out how we're going to maintain them and work through this. And so we use WISER goals. This is similar to SMART goals. I know a lot of people have heard about SMART goal setting. And we work with a lot of elements of SMART goals because obviously it is incredibly efficient when it comes to goal setting. But we've tweaked it a little bit to be pretty more specific to Amplified. And so I filled in a couple of parts of this worksheet already. Our goal is to retrain, well, my goal is to retrain my sleep behaviors so that I can start sleeping through the night. And so the first thing I'm going to do is answer some of these W questions. So who's going to be doing this? What am I going to be doing? So my first goal is to work on eliminating blue light for about 2 hours before my bedtime. And so my main source of blue light is generally my phone. And so I think I'm going to start with just my phone first because I think that is going to be really difficult as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm eliminating my phone usage. And I'm going to be doing this for probably 2 hours before bedtime. I'm going to do this every day, even on weekends. Okay. So how am I going to eliminate this? I'm going to do this by putting my phone on the charger. And I'm going to move my charger onto my dresser instead of being right next to my phone where it's more of a temptation for me to pick it up and look at it. Which this has to do with a specific, like if I'm going to do a specific thing. So which we're going to say is going to be actually, I'm going to do this. Which we're going to do is we're going to put the phone, the behavior we're going to do is put the phone on the charger. Where is put the charger? Sorry, I'm going to move the charger on the dresser. Okay. Why am I going to do this? Because I know that blue light can activate, not blue light can activate neurons in the brain. And so I want my brain to get sleepy and begin to go into a place where it's really going to really have some quality REM sleep. And so I want to calm my brain down. So I'm going to put that as calm brain. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate the importance of this goal. So I'm going to ask myself, how important is this goal to me? And to me, this is really important. Not sleeping through the night is really, really a problem for me. It causes a lot of issues. And so to me, this is probably on like a 9.5 to a 10. So I'm going to go ahead and I would circle this if I could, but I don't. So I'm going to just bold a 9 for me. This is really, really important. If it's less than a 5, I'm going to say maybe this shouldn't be my WISER goal. This is just a smaller goal, but this is really important. So I think this is a good goal for me. Self-confidence is my S in WISER. Can I do this? Can I put my phone away 2 hours before bedtime? How confident am I? I'm pretty confident that I can get into a routine where I can do this on the weekdays. I'm a little more concerned about the weekends just because I'm not as super good about going to bed at the same time on the weekends. But I'm pretty confident that I can do this. So I'm going to make this an 8. Now, if I had said that I was going to eliminate all electric usage, to start with, like all my like TV and computer and phone, I don't think I would have scored as high as an 8. I think I probably would have scored it more like a 5 or a 6, in which case I probably would have wanted to reevaluate and figured out how can I make this something that I'm pretty sure I can do. Okay, so on to my E. Is this exciting, empowering, or enriching? Yes, this is enriching for me, and it's exciting. The thought of potentially sleeping through the night is very exciting to me. And this is also enriching because it's really going to bless my life if I can get a good night's sleep in that 7 to 9 hour range. So this is definitely a yes. And finally, can I restate my goal in writing? So I'm going to do this because this is going to really make a commitment to myself. When I say what I'm going to do, it's going to help me to really be sure that I'm telling myself this is something I'm doing. So I'm going to look through my W factors and make sure I've got all that information there. So I am going to eliminate nighttime phone usage for the 2 hours before I go to bed. Oops. Can't spell, sorry. Before I go to bed by moving my phone onto the dresser. Before I go to bed by plugging my phone into the charger. And moving it onto the dresser. Because I want to eliminate blue light or minimize blue light, right? This is my first step. Okay, so now I'm going to actually restate this by saying it out loud. And when I say it out loud after I've written it, I'm really making a commitment to myself. So I am going to eliminate nighttime phone usage for the 2 hours before I go to bed by plugging my phone into the charger and moving it onto the dresser because I want to minimize blue light and sleep through the night. Okay, I feel like that's a pretty good goal. I feel confident about it. I've been very specific about what I'm going to do. This is going to be something that every day I'm going to be able to track. Did I do this? I have very specific measurements. I'll be able to even look back and say, how many days did I do this, right? It's quantifiable. So this is a really solid goal. Okay, so my motivator is going to be, hopefully, I will be energized. And that is motivator enough for me. Sometimes we might need to create a bigger motivation, whether it is, going for a massage, or that's one of my big ones, or, just giving yourself a pat on the back, or knowing that you did a good job, whatever your motivator is. It could be, external or internal motivation. But for me, just the potential to feel energized and rested is completely worth it. Okay. So here I have my, oops, I messed it up. I made it mad. My whole house blueprint is up here. And so that is already filled in. My heart goal for the week is to be continuing on with my 2 smoothies, 1 meal a day. My mind balance element is going to be continuing to study to make sure that I'm using my brain and keeping it activated. My soul habit is going to be working on this hygiene. This for me is really, really important to be doing my good sleep hygiene. Strength, I'm going to continue to work out at Activate 4 days a week. Shout out to Activate. I'm going to be loving others. I'm intentionally going to try to make sure to have a time to walk with my friend 1 day this week. I'm going to love myself by reading with my kids. It makes me so happy to get to do that. And that's something that, before my son goes to college, I want to make sure I have that extra time with him. And then for faith, my foundation in faith, I'm going to be continuing on with this Genesis study that I'm doing. So the final thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to write this goal here in my habit builder because I'm building a new habit, I'm going to put that I'm going to be no phone 2 hours before bed. Okay. And then throughout the week, I'm going to be able to come back and check that off right here. And then tomorrow, when I fill out my day's goal, I'm going to make sure that my number or my WISER goal right here, I'm going to fill that in and I'm going to restate every day what my WISER goal is, so that I'm keeping that at top of mind, that is the one habit that I'm really, really working on this week. Okay, so anyways, let me stop sharing here. And I hope that was helpful, not too lengthy, about a way to go through the process of setting up a short-term goal to begin behavior modification for things that are going to help you on your health and wellness journey. I'm so glad you came. And please check us out at amplifiedwholehealth.com, or you can like us on Facebook or Instagram on any of those, and just keep following along. And I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about how to access worksheets like this or help setting long-term, short-term plans, setting a vision, we'd love to hear from you. So anyways, I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon.